Is it recording?
Yes. So, how long have you been doing this?
Me personally, I've mastered the technique of fly catching. Well, you can't really master it, but I've come as close as you can to mastering this technique. I've been doing it for about 10 years now. 10 years. I started off when I was about 11 years old.
Oh, wow.
I had to fend for food, and an old man by the name of Chimichang, he lived next door to me, and he taught me the ancient art of fly catching. And fly catching goes beyond Buddhism, beyond Christianity, BC, before, all that stuff ever happened.
Oh, really?
There was this man by the name of Hirosaki, and what he did was he developed a new way so people can feed themselves, to support their families, because this was during a time when Emperor Hugui was controlling all of China, and he was taking all the food, putting everyone to work. Everybody was a slave. So what they had to rely on was insects to eat. And what Hirosaki did was he found that a fly provided the most nutrients, and the most you can get out of any insect was within a fly, because they move fast. And his theory was, if a fly, it's almost impossible to catch, and it's really fast, and they're strong creatures. I mean, for their size, it takes a lot to kill a fly. And he thought, why couldn't we absorb that energy? So he had to become faster than a fly, had to think like a fly. And the thing is, if a fly is here, you don't want to go for it right there, because the fly moves whichever way, and what you got to do is you got to predict where the fly is going to go. So if I see the fly right here and I'm going for it, I'm going to make sure I know either it's going sideways or up or down. And the way you do that is you look closely at the fly, and you'll see its nose, tip of its pointer, it's a pointer, and you'll see it curl to where they're going to turn next. But you got to pay attention. You got to look at it for a while, and if it tilts this way, it's going this way. So you move with this hand, and he'll go this way, and then you catch it. And it's pretty much, it's like breathing after you do it for a while. So it's just, you got to be fast. And I practice and practice and practice and practice. It's pretty much like anything else that you got to do. And I think I'm the best there is today. There's no one better than me. There's nothing quicker than that.
Wow.
I guess you can compare it to the speed of light.
That's awesome.
Or something. So, is there any other questions you'd like to ask me?
So tell me more about this, the originator, the guy that you learned this from. What's his name? Timmy Tong?
Timmy Tong, yes. Well, he was about 52 years old, and he lived next door to me. And his son got into drugs and was killed. So he was, always, really lonely, a lonely old man. And I would be in the backyard, trying to find, get squirrels or, birds with a slingshot. And he told me that, those things wouldn't do anything for me. And I saw him, he was strong. He was an old man, but he was a strong old man. He looked 40 and he was 58. And he told me what I needed to do was start eating flies. And I looked at him, I was like, man, that's weird, who eats flies? And he said that they have, everything that you need, because they feast on the waste of other animals, and they take the nutrients that they dispose of. You understand?
Yes.
It's like any nutrients that we don't keep, or our animals don't keep inside of their stool, they get rid of it. And what the flies do is it gets concentrated somehow, through the process of the digestive system, and it concentrates the nutrients and everything, the calories, and just a little bit off of a fly is about, proportional to eating, 2 bites of steak or so. So, you get your vegetables, you get everything within that fly. And it takes about 4 or 6 flies to fill me up. Not fill me up because I'm still hungry afterwards, but my body's learned to cope with the hunger because I still feel the energy and the strength from all the nutrients within that fly. And he taught me all this stuff because he needed someone to mentor, I guess. And he's my best friend. My best friend. No doubt in my mind. And when he died, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional here. But, when he died, it left a part in me, it tore a hole in my heart. And I will never forget the day he came up to me and he said, you have the hands of a great flycatcher, son. And that's when I asked him, what is fly catching? And he explained the whole thing to me. It was a brand new world. And there's nothing I can't do now.
Well, thank you. So you title yourself as the self-proclaimed...
I'm sorry?
The self-proclaimed what? What do you title yourself? What do you call yourself?
I don't have a title. I'm just an average guy who is really good at fly catching.
So do you consider yourself a hero?
I consider myself anything. Whatever you want to call me. Some people call me a bum. Some people call me crazy. Some people look up to me and they respect me. More in the Asian community, they love me. I'm their David Beckham, you can say. I float like a bee and sting like a Ferrari, you know. And Muhammad Ali and all of them, their punches and how fast they move is nothing compared to what I can do with a fly. So.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate this.
That was very educational.
Okay, let me go. Well, I'm gonna head back to my home, and do you want to see something amazing?
Yes.
Besides fly catching, ants are besides flies, ants are another amazing creature. And as you see, little bitty ants are carrying this piece of bacon all the way back to their home. And the bacon probably started off from way over there. I remember seeing it about a mile down the road. That is truly, truly amazing.